question.
Do that so you get to the point where your Web 2.0 sites and your EzineArticles are outranking your original site that you're trying to keep up the top?
Yeah, it all just comes down to weighting. Just make sure you send more links back to your homepage than you're sending to the other things, and that'll keep it above. That said though, like, it's probably not a bad problem to have if it's your content. Like, I'd love to have, you know, the top 10 positions and my website's down the bottom if I own all the other 9. So it's not that bad a problem to have. And the idea as well, when you put these bits of content in there, always have ways that you're drawing the user back to your website. So you want to tell them in the resource box, click here to go watch the free video with Rich Sheffrin, or download a free audio. Now that you know your avatar and you know what it is that they're looking for, in all of these bits of content that you've distributed out everywhere, then they're just little feeder sites. So you want to filter the traffic back to your site. So you give them a reason to come back to your site. We do this for SEO reasons to get our website to come up, but users might find it as well. Question?
I've noticed there seems to be a tendency, particularly amongst some SEO companies, is that they actually sort of borrow articles that other people have written and then just post maybe the first paragraph on their website. What do you think about that as a strategy?
It's just a way of creating content. Personally, I'd just ask your mum to transcribe some stuff for you, but that's me. Like, you can just go ahead and rip articles. To a certain extent, I would feel bad if my article got ripped and I went to that website and then I found they didn't reference back to me. So I don't do that type of stuff. I always think in terms of, if I was to find that, how would I feel if my content was taken? So, you know, some SEO companies, you know, maybe their ethics levels are a little bit different to mine.
Is there a way that you can stop that? Because I found that quite a bit. You go somewhere and here's your article and they've put a slightly different paragraph at the front and the rest of it's exactly what you've written.
If they're linking back to you, then fantastic. If they're not linking back to you, because that's the whole point of EzineArticles and directories like that, is you want webmasters to visit EzineArticles, go, oh, that's an interesting article, I'm going to republish it, but it's almost like an implied agreement. If you're going to republish my article, you want to make sure that you include my resource box. That's kind of the implied thing. If you find that they're not and they're just ripping it off, usually I find the best thing to do, got like a little standard letter that kind of looks formal, and you can just do a little bit of cut and paste, which is a bit of a cease and desist. And you just email it to them and say, using my content, take it down or I'll be taking legal action. Or make it look like it's coming from your lawyer. That said though, with all that said and done, the way that I focus my game's a little bit different in that very rarely do I look at what the competition's doing. Like, I'll do my initial competitive research, but then I just keep my eye on my own game. I don't, like, you'll be better off writing another article and sending a link back to your website than going through the effort of sending them an email, following up and waiting for them to remove the content. So you're probably just going to get better return on your investment by doing that. So I always focus on what I'm doing. Competition can do whatever they want, and because I know I'm doing the right thing, and you just focus in and then you'll end up beating them anyway. Because it comes back to that whole idea, why I said right at the start, promote a company that you're proud of and that you believe in, and just give it your 100% all and focus in on that, and that's how you'll get the bigger returns. I used to do so many little sub-niches and different, you know, ways to try and make money and scams, and I'm getting the best benefit by picking one thing and going really, really deep on it.